The AFL's inaugural Gather Round kicks off today. It's hailed as a festival of footy, and the Gather Round concept brings all AFL's teams to a single city to play all their matches over an entire weekend. This year, I'm delighted to say it's right here in my hometown of Adelaide. More than 180,000 tickets have already been sold, and among them, 50,000 interstate ticket holders. The event has broken a state hotel occupancy record. There's 91% occupancy tonight, 92% tomorrow night. I can't wait, quite frankly. I'm going back to watch the footy for the first time in 6 years to see Carlton smash the Crows tonight. I hope so. Anyway, joining me now is South Australia's Minister for Tourism, Zoe Bettison. Minister, wonderful. Thank you for joining me on the show. This has to be a monumental success from the government's perspective, doesn't it?
Oh, look, it certainly was. Our Premier wanted this event. He went after it, and now Adelaide is going to be on show.
I played football against your Premier. He was much better than I was, but then again, he's younger. But it's going to pump tens of millions of dollars into the South Australian economy. It's brought a real buzz to the street. What do you think is the long-term benefit for South Australia out of this?
Well, look, we want to challenge the perceptions of South Australia. We're a great place to come for a holiday, but we do events exceptionally well. People know about Mad March, the Fringe and Festival and WOMAD. We want that happening all year round. Yeah,
and in the case of footy, it's also not just city-centric, which a lot of people accuse governments of focusing on. You're getting it out to the bush. It's going to an area, Mount Barker, which is residential, but there's still a lot of farming communities out there. What's the impact of that, do you think?
Well, I actually think Mount Barker is fast becoming our second biggest city. And what we want to show people is the fantastic produce, the restaurants. The hills are so accessible. You know, you just go up the expressway and you're there. And I think what we've seen is that investment we've been able to make around the Oval, and that will have an added interest as well.
Yeah, you have been investing in the state, both in terms of bringing back the 500 race, which I'm another supporter of that. Well done. And I know Paul Murray here on Sky News is absolutely. But you also spent a rumoured $15 million on attracting the Gather Round here. Is it money well spent? Is that accurate figure? Is that figure accurate, I should say?
Well, Cory, I couldn't possibly commit to the figure. But let's just be clear. We went to an election with additional money for marketing, $45 million over 4 years, an additional $40 million for major events. We made it very clear to South Australians is we wanted to increase the events here. And it's not just about tourism. There are people who are here this weekend who haven't been here for a long time or ever before. These are people who are likely to invest in our state, and we want to turn their heads and have them think about South Australia. So I think there's a long-term legacy here. We really do events really well. 10 minutes in from the airport, you're in town and you walk everywhere. Incredibly immersive events. We saw it when the rugby was here last year, the Wallabies, and they won. So, you know, we're a great place to be.
Okay. Are you going to any matches, and who's the team you normally cheer on?
Of course, I'm a Port supporter, Cory. You know what that's like. My grandmother grew up in Port Adelaide. I can't support anyone else. But I'm also going to the Sydney-Richmond game tomorrow night, Port on Saturday, and of course I'm going up to Mount Barker as well. Well,
as I said, I'm enjoying going to the footy again tonight to cheer on a Carlton Blues team. I couldn't change from Adelaide, or to Adelaide from, you know, the mighty Blues. But
I think you might have it wrong there. So, of course, I'm a Port supporter, but I want the Crows to do work tonight as well.
All right, maybe we'll have to work on that. Minister Zoe Bettison, thank you so much for joining me on Shari tonight. Really appreciate it.